to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T25-2. It's a Tier 7 American tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town, and it's under the command of SlyMeerkat. Well, what can I tell you about this tank? It's not a tank destroyer. No, it's actually a medium tank. The Wargaming got it slightly wrong. It's actually based on the T25, which was never actually produced. But it's actually a medium, not a tank destroyer. They actually built this tank with an open turret, and although a lot of people think it might be the natural replacement for one of the tank destroyers, say like the Jackson, and it does have the Jackson's turret, that's the M36 turret with the cover, but it is basically a medium tank, not a tank destroyer. So let's get that off to start with. It is basically a medium. It's not as agile as any other medium tank for that matter, but it does have a very strong turret mantlet. It's got reasonably good speed, 56 kilometers an hour, good aim time on the enemy, good hull down position as well because it's got 10 degrees. So you can see he's utilizing this ridgeline quite nicely. It's got a 90mm gun capable of doing 240 alpha and will penetrate 170mm with standard AP, and with the APCR it goes up to 258mm. Oh, got target. First shell wasn't so good. Ah, that's better. Got the Tiger 1 this time. The armor on this this tank is not so great actually. T25T, T25-2, and it's actually got the worst gun of the tier. You could say it's a tier 6 gun, you might say, in a tier 7 tank. Not so great. Poor turret traverse as well, and the turret is easily damaged. So yeah, as a tank, it's got a painful stock grind. And unlike the T25 AT, which can actually carry a 105mm gun, this one doesn't. So it really lacks in capability compared to the other tanks. You can see his platoon mate there is in the T25 AT, and he's got a nice gun there to able to punch holes in the enemy. Oh! Well, it looks like they have this part of the battlefield under well under control. What they don't have is control of the west side of the town. Looks like the enemy's managed to creeping around, and he's decided to go in now, despite the fact that he's got no armor basically. 76mm on the front of the hull, and the same in the turret. And that terrible traverse. Oh, nice! He got the kill on the T28 HDC. Well, that's a tank destroyer with even worse traverse than this one. Okay, who's next? This is being very, very, very risky because he could get attacked by the enemy tanks over on the west side of the map, but he's decided to go into the center of town and threaten the enemies up close and personal. Look at this. Well, he managed to get a nice hit there, and now the T25 AT is going in for the clincher with a 105. Don't block him. I know he's been your platoon mate. Oh, he got the kill. That's why he was trying to get round him. He was trying to get round him so he could get the shell in. Oh, and he got hit by a Shrek, or as some people call the Sputnik. But oh, they've got the enemy now. Look at this. They're going to kill that steering mill. He's got no chance. He's up against two tanks at the same time. Look at that. Loses 641 with 2 shots. And there's the kill. Now he's trying to get his third mark of excellence at the moment, so he's maxing his damage by pushing and pushing and pushing. No, didn't get that one through. Ferdinand, heavy armor on the front. Now, hopefully he's looking elsewhere. He is. Now, he should have switched to the premium ammo to get through the armor on the Ferdinand, but he didn't. He's trying to save money. Sometimes it doesn't work when you're trying to get your third mark. And now he's looking at us. Okay, he is using the premium now, but is the guy looking? He is looking at us. Oh, nice shot there on the T25 AT. That Ferdinand just took a hit, so he's a one-shot. Yeah, he decided against poking out just for one more because he could be on the receiving end. He's going to try and go around and get the enemy from the other side. Say there's a Shrek up there somewhere. Oh, and there's an enemy over there as well. Can you get a shot on that Panther? Oh my god, long range and a leading shot as well. The shell velocity is actually fairly poor. It's only 975 meters per second, so it's a slight delay. And there's the Shrek, and he gets revenge on him. Okay, and he's managed to push the Shrek back now because, and he can get in underneath the Shrek's gun depression. There's only one enemy left. It is the Shrek. They've all the other ones have gone. So this is going to be a very quick game. Just over 5 minutes. He wants that last kill. 1,500 hit points of damage. Not bad for this particular tank destroyer, which is I'd say a very poor tank destroyer. Okay, this guy's coming up. Pumps one in. Was a low roll. Now, can he get the kill shot? Yes, he does take a hit. And oh, yes, he does get the kill. And that's 4 kills. End of the game. Very well played. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for SlyMeerkat in the T25-2, but it was a third mark of excellence game. Very well done. He's got his 3rd star. He also managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly, a fighter effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, and he got a bruiser medal as well for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly, and look at that win rate, 3,859. Super Unicum standard. Very nice. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Shrek, who didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, but so he didn't get the high caliber. 2,865 went to him. 2,839 went to the TS5, and 2,787 to the Ferdinand. So he was in 3rd place, and there we can see that SlyMeerkat got 2,013. So 4th place on damage. When it came to kills, though, he was in top spot. He got 4 kills in that one. 3 kills went to the Ferdinand and the TS5 and the AMX 1357. And when it came to base XP, it's the TS5 who did the best with 1,148. And 1,072 went to the T29. And then we've got SlyMeerkat with 1,038. So the top 3 players were all over 1,000 base. He fired 18 rounds of 90mm ammunition, got 12 direct hits on the enemy, and 11 penetrations. Damage of 2,013 hit points, of which 472 were at more than 300 meters. So most of the damage was done at fairly close range. He did receive 2 hits during the game. Both of them were penetrations. The armor, I did say, was pretty ridiculous on this tank. It's very, very porous. In a sense, it is more like a tank destroyer when it comes to armor, but it is a medium tank after all. Technically speaking, and Wargaming have called it a TD, but it's not a TD, it's a medium. And it's designed to have that light armor, really, to make it easier to move about. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, 258 hit points of damage assist. He earned 32,303 credits from the battle, 16,151 from personal reserves, and 30,000 for completing a mission, 78,454 altogether. After repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables took away a profit of 33,375 credits. So it did help that he didn't use so much premium ammo. He did use it when he needed it, and it did work. 1,557 XP times 2 for the first victory, 3,114 experience points altogether. Let's have a quick look at the armor profile for this thing. As I say, it's very, very thin on armor. If we look at the front on the collision model, you can see 76mm, basically it's 91 because it's so upright, you see. And the lower plate, 63mm coming out 94. And that's about the best armor, because if you look at the sides of the vehicle, 25 there, sides there is 50 millimeters, but it's flat, so therefore that's what you're getting. The rear of the vehicle is very, very light on armor indeed. 25 millimeters coming out 25 millimeters. Engine deck is basically 19 millimeters, and the rear of the vehicle altogether is only 38. So it is basically very, very, very poorly armored indeed. If we look at the live model, you'll see, yeah, anything you fire at this thing is going to go through. It's really not designed to take shells. It's been designed with an armor profile similar to that you'd think of a TD, which has to sit at the back, because if it exposed itself, then it would get taken out. But you saw the way SlyMeerkat played it. He played it as if it was a medium tank, actually. Let's have a quick look at the modules. Okay, we've got the driver up front on the right. We've got the driver's mate or radio operator actually on the left-hand side operating the machine gun. Yes, it does have one. We've got an ammo rack right on the floor of the tank. It's very, very big. So if you aim low enough, you might be able to hit that. We've got the engine in the rear sandwiched between two fuel tanks and the transmission. The bustle is a big ammo rack as well. That's the ready rack, and you can see we've got the gunner with the tank commander sitting directly behind him and the loader. They're all in the cockpit. It appears that they're all standing actually in the cockpit, but I think they were sitting, rather much like they do on the Jackson. And of course, it's just basically a Jackson turret. That's all it is. But so you can see that it is fairly easy to take one of these out. If you want to get a big bang, you just aim for the bustle on the T25-2, and that's the weakest spot, really. Easy to get the shell through, and there's ammo rack in there. Other than that, try and aim low on underneath the turret, and you'll get the other even bigger ammo rack, and that should provide a nice big bang as well. But very easy to find something that a module that you can then take out of action. I hope you enjoyed that replay. Congratulations to SlyMeerkat getting his third mark of excellence on the T25-2. That means he'll probably be moving up now and taking on the very next tank. I think it's the T28 prototype is the next one that he's got to go to, because of course this is the turreted tank destroyer line. And so yes, T28 prototype next, and then further up the table to the T30. And so yes, so very well done. And if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.